Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classics / Non-Classics. This is episode number 1420 and Doubleshot number 1314. Two trades for Captain America. This is we're talking about Captain America by Ed Brubaker, volumes 2 and 3. First up, it's volume 2 for this trade series. Yep, volume 2. This one mostly this is basically, by the way, this collects Captain America Volume 6, issues 6 to 10. With Alan Davis on the artwork. Yep. Alan Davis does the entire artwork, which I like. Alan Davis' artwork is really good. Mostly put for this one to continue some plot threads here for the last story arc. We have Zemo and Queen Hydra basically trying to plan, well, Captain America's downfall. You have Captain America having another fight with Batroc the Leaper. Yep, great to see this guy again. Multiply, and then we have we had this interesting panel where you see Sharon Carter's chest. Like, if you're a male viewer, you would love to see Sharon Carter, the smoking hot Sharon Carter, getting dressed. Yep, you're probably thinking, wow. And a lot of people are thinking, damn, Steve, you lucky guy, get this smoking hot woman be your girlfriend. Yep. So she is getting dressed. And so she's getting dressed so Cap basically could test out. Well, basically he's having like hallucinations of him losing his serum. Basically turning back into a skinny guy. Like much more slimmer than he normally is. Fight some bad guys. And eventually there's a riot breaking out. Yes, there's a riot breaking out. Because some drugs. Yep. And then Cap goes near this machine called the Mad Bomb. Yeah, see and ears look different. And he looks at it, and then apparently he starts going skin and bones, basically the frail. And then he runs into King Cobra, the Eel, and it's basically part of the Serpent Society, which, cool, love it, love seeing these guys, love the Serpent Society, great group of villains. Yep, and then we briefly see Codename Bravo in jail, gets into a prison fight, and then we cut back to the Avengers Mansion. Like, that's interesting. Yeah, the Avengers Mansion. Also, for some reason, I don't know if it's just me, is that now this is something I didn't really like though. Okay, first you have Beast. Not looking how Beast is supposed to look. I mean, look at this. I am not really a fan of this look for Beast. Because if you read any era comic come out this period of time, this came out in 2012, believe it or not. This is actually before AVX. And if you read any era comic, I mean, clearly you can tell this is supposed to be Beast. Beast is, well, he's part of the Sig Avengers at this point, so of course he has a reason to be there. But why the heck his face looks like Beast from Beauty and the Beast makes no frickin' sense at all. Because if you read any comic come at this point, his face, this is one of the two comics that his face looks like this. Where it's not technically the actual face. The one I like the best during this period of time it was coming out, I would probably say I like John Cassidy's look for Beast because that basically looked like Beast. This is like basically Beast as in Beauty and the Beast. I'm not sure why artists basically do this or give him a snout. I thought that was kind of stupid because that is not how Beast is supposed to freaking look. And look, we also have Hawkeye, who apparently, even though he's basically very fit, apparently the artist decided to give him a 5 o'clock shadow and make his face kind of chunky for some reason. Don't know why, but it is. In case you're wondering, why is he wearing this costume and not wearing one of the other costumes? Like, why is he not wearing the Jack Kirby costume anymore? Well, that's due to Fear itself. Yes, after Vince Fear itself, he decided to stop wearing the classic Jack Kirby costume after wearing on and off, mostly since the 1960s, and he stuck with this look. This look he sported back in 2011. Still sports it today, and no longer wears a mask. He basically switched it for sunglasses. If you're curious where this look comes from, is it from the movies? Because he wears the same outfit in the movies? No, this actually comes from the Ultimate Universe. Yes, for some reason they have him wear his Ultimate Universe costume. Though with different color scheme, mind you, because in that universe it's red and black. Here it's purple and black. But yeah, it's the ultimate version of Hawkeye. The one where was married, had kids, and then these kids were killed by the Liberators, and he became like a murderer, and he started using guns. And you're probably thinking, an archer who switches to guns. Sounds a lot like Roy Harper. Yeah, it was something that, I think it was Mark Millar did this basically to him. So they go on deal with the Mad Bomb, and they basically at doing some training exercises. Kappas are back normal. We have people going nuts with this riot. We have Falcon going freaking nuts too. Talk about the Mad Bomb, basically, he was saying. And even though, yes, at one point Cap does go skinny, he does get restored toward the end of the storyline. But that was thanks to help to Machine Smith. Yes, Machine Smith. Who is a Daredevil villain. Yes. And here's the thing. It's thanks to the storyline that's the reason why Machine Smith is basically in a robot suit. Well, basically, he's a robot now. Yeah, and here's the thing about this guy. He's gay. Oh yeah, he's gay. And believe it or not, the interesting thing when it comes to Machine Smith, he's the creation of Stan Lee. Yes, Stan Lee created Machine Smith. And he started out as a Daredevil villain who somehow became sort of a villain for Captain America, and at one point became a supporting character in Nick Spencer's Ant-Man series. Excuse me. Yes. At one point, he was Mr. Fear. Yep, his real name is Star Saxton. And this guy has never appeared on screen. I mean, he might be an interesting villain to appear in the movies. It's possible, to say the least. But who knows? It all depends upon the MCU and what they want to do. I mean, I think Machine might make a good supporting villain. So, codename Bravo is broken out of jail. Oh yeah, and there's a brief appearance by the Quinn Carrier. Yes, okay, there's a little bit of backstory when it comes to this. Okay, this is something that Brubaker created for Steve Rogers for his Secret Avengers team. When he was League of Secret Avengers, when he was operating that title. Once he became Captain American, he basically distanced himself from the Secret Avengers because he's back basically to be Captain America. He shouldn't do Black Ops stuff much anymore like this. So he handed off leadership team to Hawkeye, which he led the group up until the volume's end. And here's the thing about the Quinn Carrier. This is a vehicle that is owned by Steve Rogers. Yep, he owns this thing. This is his property. So, yeah, Brubaker was like, okay, so let's have this thing occasionally appear in the Captain America title while he's writing it. And look, here is Machine Smith, what his actual look, his original human look appearance looks like. And then eventually he got transferred to a robot. Yep. So yeah, then we have Steve finally as a frail guy. Don't worry, he gets fixed. And he gets informed about, the breakout of Codename Bravo. By the way, the next story has nothing to do with Codename Bravo at all. Nope. That's the strange thing about this. So, yeah, then of course we have a conversation where you have Falcon talking to Viper. Sharon Carter taking Machine Smith, and Machine Smith, transforming into what you see currently, him in a robot body. Oh, and there's something that I should point out, though, about Machine Smith. He's gay. Yep, he's gay. So, I love that you have Brubaker basically having Steve punching a punching bag, which is a nod to the Captain America movie. Yeah, he actually did this in the movie. Like, at the end of the original movie, which they also used the scene in the first Avengers movie. Eventually, of course, thanks to Machine Smith, Cap is restored back to normal. And, well, that's what ends the storyline. It's a interesting idea of turning Captain America to, like, basically back to the frail guy. Yep. Also, for some reason, they gave, in this storyline, I'm not really sure why this is, they gave Hydra a new symbol. Which, I'm thinking, though, like, again, what's wrong with the Jack Kirby look? Look, this symbol this guy is wearing, that is Hydra. Well, sort of like a new Hydra. In my opinion about this symbol, it's stupid. I don't like the symbol. I prefer the classic Jack Kirby symbol. Because that basically was a good symbol. This looks stupid. Really stupid. And I don't remember anybody outside of this comic actually wearing this particular outfit. It's kind of bizarre, to say the least. But by the end, everybody returns back to normal. Codename Bravo briefly has a fight with Steve. And then he pretty much gets away. Yep. Oh, yeah, and also they kind of had this thing at the end of this thing where Sharon and Steve are sort of distant. Also, Machine Smith is going dumb by the end of the storyline. Yep. The story itself, I give roughly a 9 out of 10. It's a good storyline. Now moving on to Volume 3, which, yes, those are the actual... I like these outfits better. Yes, these outfits I like for Hydra. That other outfit was stupid. This one's surprisingly shorter than the last one. Like, you know how the first two trades, you read the first two, like both contain 5 issue pieces. This one contains 4 issues plus a classic Captain America issue, 328. Okay, the story for this storyline is this. Okay, somebody is killing off some of these minor villains, and Cap is protecting the current Porcupine, Roger. You are thinking Porcupine, whose real name is Roger. You mean the guy who was briefly dating Jessica Drew in her own title? Yes. That guy. This is before they met. This is actually just a few years before that. So, there's a new Scourge in the world. Yep, a new Scourge. Which, okay, that's interesting. I never suspect that basically they bring this guy back. So, he kills off various people he used to work for, like AIM and Hydra. We even have a brief appearance of Dimeback. Not in the purple costume. I think it's supposed to be like classic Dimeback, which interesting though. And this teases the fact that Sharon is getting jealous of Steve because he's hanging around his ex-girlfriend Dimeback. Okay, here is Scourge of the Underworld. Yeah, that's the current one. You're probably thinking about looking at this outfit. You're probably thinking, wait, is that the Sportsmaster or is that Crossbones? No, that is the current Scourge. That is literally what the artist's book basically. By the way, the artist's book is Patrick Zurcher, who is a great artist, and he's basically recently known for being his run on Aquaman, which was really good. I think it was Aquaman and I think also Superman. The guy's a very good artist. So, who is the new Scourge? Who is it? Oh yeah, by the way, we have a guest star appearance in this storyline by Henry Peter Geinrich. Yep. Okay, non-comic fans, you probably don't know who the heck this guy is. Though you might have heard of him because he popped up on the X-Men animated series, where they depict him slightly different than they do in the comics, and he's most associated with the X-Men in that series. The thing with Henry Peter Geinrich is he was the first government liaison to the Avengers. That was his job. Though by the 90s, he became associated with an organization known as Operation Zero Tolerance, where it was simply a mutant roundup program where it basically gathered mutants. It basically was a storyline following the aftermath of Onslaught. And Geinrich would associate the program. He decided to turn against it when he found out that the program was headed by Bastion, the robot that's a merge between Master Mold and Nimrod, the Sentinel from the future. The thing with Henry Peter Geinrich is he's been sort of a ally / antagonist. He's more like an antagonist over the years for the Marvel Comics. That's what he's been. I mean, he's always been depicted as a dick. That's simply how he's been depicted more dickish over the years. Like him being depicted as the main villain of the brief Sword series by Kieran Gillen. He's sort of a controlling Dimeback, The Scourge. Okay, who is the Scourge, you might ask? Okay, so... if I can get this thing to move here. You ready for this? Now, you're probably thinking, who? Yeah, the Scourge is somebody who is associated with Captain America. If I can get this thing to load here. The current Scourge, I should point out, though, is somebody you never expected. It's Dennis Duffrey, Demolition Man, a.k.a. D-Man. Yep, that's who the current Scourge is. Okay, you're probably asking, Nick, who the heck is D-Man? Well, he's an old... Well, they have first appearance in here. He is a old friend of Captain America who popped up back in the 1980s. Mark Greenwald character. His costume was a ripoff of Daredevil's old yellow costume and Wolverine. He asked several times to be an Avenger, and they kept ignoring him. Yeah, he's a minor character. Also, he's gay. Like, wow, 2 characters who have been outed as gay appear in 2 straight storylines. Yeah, but at least that D-Man is associated with Captain America. Yep. Oh, look, it's the guys who are Hydra, even though they're wearing the wrong outfits. Yeah. Right color scheme, don't like the attire. Yep. And when Steve finally finds out about D-Man being the Scourge of the Underworld, they fight, and then he, of course, is killed by Sharon Carter. In self-defense, mind you. 328, which they do have in here, which is D-Man's first appearance, which is great. I love the fact they threw this in here because I'm sure a lot of people reading this are like, when the heck, like, who the heck is he? Like, who is D-Man? The first issue kind of basically explains it, which I thought was really nice that Marvel did this. Marvel occasionally did this where they actually put a character's first appearance in a particular trade, just to get an understanding of the character. Oh, and by the way, he does not mean dead for very long. Nope, he does not. Nope. Let's see if I can find him here. Yeah, he doesn't stay dead for very long. Nope. Yeah, he's actually brought back just 3 years later. Yep. D-Man. Yeah, so he remains dead for about 3 years until he's resurrected in Secret Wars 2. Yep. This mostly deals with corruption. Also, for some reason, the Patrick Zercher gives Sharon Carter's outfit, makes her outfit so skin tight that we see her, basically her chest. Yep. Not really sure why in the world that he made the outfit so skin tight would do that. Oh, and by the way, Henry Geinrich is not in prison very long. Nope, he's in prison, alright. But he's not gone for very long. Nope. Yeah, he is not gone for very long. He's gone for 3 years as well. Yep. They kind of way to wrap it up, and of course, Diamondback reveals to Duggan, Dum Dum Dugan, that D-Man is in fact, the new Scourge. Yep, I have explained Scourge who he is in another video. Yep, but I gotta say, this storyline was really good. I'd say overall of the first 3 stories, this is by far the best one. I thought it was really good. It's kind of good the fact that D-Man doesn't stay dead very long. He did for just for a few short years and he gets resurrected. But not much else to say about these two traits. Oh, I give the third volume a 9.5 out of 10. I felt this one was very much a big improvement over the previous story arc. Next episode, we'll be discussing the final trait of this particular story, this run, plus a trait related to Doctor Strange. Yep, Doctor Strange. Okay, so that's it for Particular Review. Stay tuned for my next Comic Corner, which will discuss a Captain America trade and a Doctor Strange trade. Yep. But see you next video. Bye.